Hello. It's May 10th. I feel like I haven't said anything yet for this month's vlog. I haven't even edited last month's vlog yet. As I shared in my last vlog, my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and then I don't know if I had mentioned or not because I haven't said last month's video yet. I can't remember if I had mentioned about my grandmother being ill and not having much time left, but she passed away yesterday. Feeling a little numb about it at the moment. Feeling very drained of emotions. Spent today's Wednesday, spent Sunday evening with her, Monday evening with her, Tuesday morning, and a little bit of the afternoon with her, and then shortly after he left, she passed away. So it's sad, and selfishly wish I had had more time, but she's not suffering anymore. She was in a lot of pain. She was very uncomfortable, so I'm happy she's no longer suffering. But just tired and done. I haven't slept much. I said my emotions are getting a little drained. All the unfun things going on right now. The whole death part of life kind of sucks when the ones you love leave you behind. So, but she was well loved. She was loved by so many people, and she's left a hole, which sucks, but is also a beautiful and wonderful thing. So, anyways, just wanted to kind of, I guess, put that in here. So I'm not sure how much I will be recording for this vlog. Last month's vlog I feel like is probably going to be fairly good size. I have a lot of videos I just uploaded, but I've had zero energy to do a whole lot, including record those things that I am doing, so it's whatever. So Josh took the kids to Kids Jam tonight, though, the kids program at our church. So I have the house to myself for an hour and a half, which will be kind of nice. So I'm going to just clean up the kitchen a little bit and then just go sit and do nothing. Let my brain just kind of disengage from the world. So yeah, anyways, we'll see you when I see you. Who knows?
Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I am calling you across the old room. Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I would like to come out of the womb. Something in me feels like all of me, and we dance all alone. Come on in. Open my heart,
Lincoln,
to this world. Open my heart to this world. Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I am calling you across the old room. Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I can't find my way.
ta-da! We have a cat. Yeah, we weren't planning on getting a cat. but my grandma had this little cutie. And they, of course, it would have been really sad if she had gone to a shelter, so we took her. We inherited my grandma's kitty cat. Oh Lord, the black cat under the bed. She's adjusting, so she's still pretty reserved to be under the bed during the day. She does come up on our bed at night. But let me tell you, she is the fattest cat in the friggin' world. She's so huge. She's 18 pounds. And she's not like a big framed cat either, so the fact that she's 18 pounds is a bit of a problem. So she will be being put on a diet. But yeah, she's a little sweetheart. She's very sweet and kind and loves attention. It's gonna take her a minute to adjust to what's going on and being in a new home and with a whole bunch of people. I mean, she was used to just my grandma, so the fact that she's in a house with, 2 adults and 3 children is a bit much. So, yeah. Anyways, thought I'd show you her. I'm sure I'll get better footage of her at some point, but right now she just wants to live under my bed. I am rocking some knitwear today. Got my Remming camisole on, and I'm probably gonna have to take it off soon because it's made out of acrylic. So when it starts to get warm, it doesn't breathe. It doesn't breathe. I actually wear it quite a bit in fall and stuff because it keeps me warmer when it's cooler, and it's like a good layering piece for spring and fall. But here it's just jumping from, freezing to hot really fast. So not a whole lot of transition, which we usually have. Oh, but it is absolutely stunning today, and it's supposed to be nice for like a week solid, which is really weird for this time of year. I feel like it's usually just like rain and clouds and all sorts of things, but there's lots of sunshine, so I'm not gonna complain. It's just wasn't quite ready for the heat. But yeah, I've already had a busy day. I took my kiddo to Children's today because he had an appointment to get a new foot for his prosthesis because the other one broke again. He's already worn through the first one he had on this one, and then not even 4 weeks later he already wore it out. So there's just a design flaw with this one, so they switched manufacturers. Like the last one was covered under warranty, and then he was like, once it broke again, he's like, I'm switching back to the other manufacturer, which is fine. It just took a little bit longer to get it, which we super glued his foot, so it was fine. But yeah, we drove to Seattle this morning to go do that. Made great time. There was no traffic both ways, and we started and finished his appointment before it was even supposed to begin. So that was amazing. And then I have to go pick up some groceries, and then we have to go to Costco later, and then tomorrow's gonna be the day. Morning, probably going over to my grandmother's place to go through her apartment with the rest of the family, just help clean. Take my car and fold down the seats and stuff so we can go take stuff to be donated. And then we have a baby shower for my future niece. And then we're going over to my husband's aunt's house because his grandmother is in town and she's going to make all sorts of amazing Filipino food. I'm really looking forward to that. So, yeah, just kind of, tomorrow's going to be one of those days. By the end of it, I'm just gonna be wiped. I'm already wiped just thinking about it. And my house is the biggest mess. It is so messy. Yeah, so I need to clean desperately bad. It's been a long time since I've done a really good clean on the house. I've just been, well, losing my grandma and then just kind of been in this weird trancey type thing. And when I have been busy, I've just been busying myself outside and with work, so my house has suffered. So I don't think there's any more avoiding it today. It has to get at least surface level cleaned because there's just toys and things everywhere. I also need to prepare some food for Sunday, for Mother's Day, because we're going over to my mom's. It's a nice evening, so I thought I'd show you my garden. I've got, now that everything's like bigger and fluffier and fuller since I think the last time I showed, I've got a bunch of irises around the place. I've got a yellow one here. I'm hoping this one is my black one. I don't think so based off of the leaf colors. I used to have a black one, but it doesn't seem to be blooming anywhere. I've got a purple one here. It's not dark enough to be my black one, I don't think. Yeah, that's not dark enough to be my black one. And then I have like really soft blue white ones over there. And then I have a burgundy one there. I don't know what happened to the rest of it. It was bigger last year. And then I didn't even know I had this one. Look at how pretty that one is. It's white with the purple fringy. I love that. So I'm hoping this, all of that clump that has no flowers, is my black one. And maybe this too, because the black one is my favorite. And I'm really sad that I won't have any black irises this year. So I don't know what the deal is. I also don't know what that one is. I don't know. I've got irises everywhere. Lots of mint. I've got a mix of just a like spearmint and then mojito mint, and then I've got some peppermint back there. I know some people are like, ah, it'll take over your garden. I'm okay with that because I dry a lot of mint. I will probably actually come out here maybe tomorrow morning and cut back a lot of the mint and start dehydrating it because I use it a lot in my teas. So I have no problem with mint spreading all over my garden. I've got chives here, which are blooming, and I'm hoping to make some more vinegar. I do a, I take, is it white distilled vinegar, I think? I don't remember. And then put the chive blossoms in there, and then it makes a really, really nice vinegar. So I'm gonna, once those are all fully in bloom, I'll make some vinegar with that. Also, the salad brunette is really good for that. This is a herb, or I think it's an herb, I'm not really sure. It's called salad brunette. It gets like little red flowers on it, and it tastes, the leaves taste like a cucumber. It's delicious. It's really great in salads too. I also need to dry some sage for teas because I had a mint and sage tea blend from a place and I really liked it. My echinacea has come up. I have one there, and then I moved one that was like over here as well, over to there. But the echinacea I originally had over there still never came back. So it got trampled to death. Got a white peony. That's a white peony. And then that's a hot pink peony. I've got a variegated lavender over there. The flowers are just a normal purple, but the foliage is really pretty. Ugh. I have a bug fly up my nose. Another echinacea in front of it. I planted some chamomile seeds throughout here. I've got some ranunculus coming up, which I'm happy about. I wasn't sure if the little combs took or not. Got a bunch of California poppy, just a standard orange. I do have some, ooh, I didn't get that wet very well. I got all around it wet. I have, wow, focus camera. Some other California poppies that are some really pretty, I want to say they're like a peachy color. I don't remember. But I bought some seeds from Floret Flower Company, or Floret, I don't, Floret. And I planted those there. So yeah, that's the flower garden. I also have some sweet peas growing around the base of my apple tree. So I'll see if I can coax some to grow up the tree. Got some poppy over there. I planted some poppy seeds over there too. We'll see what comes up. The daffodils are about done. I just cut back the daffodils over here, so those will probably get cut back tomorrow or the day after. That flower's about spent. But then let's come over here and I'll show you the veggie garden. So I have a couple of containers. I've got a lavender over there. And then over here I have, this pot's got basil. This one, he planted cilantro in it and it didn't do anything for like 3 weeks. So I figured seeds were bad. So I planted green bean or scarlet runner beans in there. They're like a dry bean. And then next thing you know, the cilantro started to come up. Oops. So I now have cilantro and beans in there. So it's fine. The cilantro will get eaten really quick and the beans will grow up and it's all good. And then in here I planted spinach. Over here. So this was the garden I had no idea what the heck to do with. Well, I figured out what I was going to do with it. Those are hollyhocks, I think. I don't know. They were here and I can't freaking get rid of them. They just keep coming back every year. I literally hate their guts. Their roots are the most enormous tap roots and they're just so big. I planted pumpkins. I planted a couple of sugar pumpkins over here because I figured they can just vine all over the place over here. They can even come out into the grass. I really don't care. And then I have 2 spaghetti squash. I probably only would have done 1 of each, but they came in packs of 2. So I planted both pumpkins and then both spaghetti squash. Raspberries are doing good. They've got some buds on them. I still have not finished pulling out the sod and getting chips in there. It's just, life's been crappy, guys. I just haven't gotten to it. Let's see, vegetables. I've got green beans in here, which I need to get my sluggo because my green beans are getting eaten by the slugs, which is great. I've got 2 different, here we'll come around so it's not looking at the stupid thing. I've got 2 different radishes, just a regular, I think red radish, and then there's a wasabi radish. So we'll see what that one's like. I've got a whole bunch of carrots. I need to start thinning them. There's a couple of spots that the seeds came out a little bit fast out of my hands. I've got 2 jalapenos, 2 bell peppers. And I know some people are probably like, that's too close together. But I kind of cram in my stuff and guess what? It always seems to do just fine. So they're fine. If they start to get too crowded, then, you know, I can always move them. But they'll be fine. Promise you. I've got, what are those ones? Walla Walla onions. I've got some green onions in there. You can't really tell because they're itty bitty. I planted them a long time ago and they're not doing anything. And then I've got a whole bunch of friggin' arugula that I can't get rid of either. So much arugula. Also some dandelions. Aren't my dandelions beautiful? It's fine. I'll weed later. I've got a strawberry patch. No idea what kind of strawberries. Just a whole bunch of different ones. It's great. I love my strawberries. I have a raspberry bush coming up in here. It does not belong. Also over here I've crammed in the things. It's fine. If it gets too big, whatever. I'm not super worried about it. I've got some purple kale in here. We'll see how long I keep that because kale always gets aphids and I hate aphids. So once I get aphids, those will get ripped out. So I'm not too worried about the space issue over here. Those 2 are zucchini, so those will get big and bushy. So by the time those are big and start to get aphids, I'll rip those out and there'll be plenty of space. These are bushing cucumbers. Never had a bush cucumber before, so we'll see. They're supposed to stay really small, but again, we'll see. Over here is supposed to be pinto beans. So either the slugs are eating them, or they're just not growing. Because I have 1, 2, quit looking at my finger. 1, 2, 3 pinto beans that have come up. So, I don't know. I think I'm gonna ask my mom if she has some black beans seeds. Because I want dried beans for like soups and chilies and things. I want to grow my own dried beans, which we've done at my parents' place before. We didn't plant any this year. So I want to grow some in my garden. And I really like pinto beans, but you know, it's fine, whatever. I'll plant another bean there. I've got the poles in. I plan on like, because I've got another, I'm sorry guys, the pointing, it wants to look at my finger. I can't help it. You're just gonna have to deal with it. I put 2 more stakes on that side. The idea is that the beans will grow from here over to there. And you know, as my kids say, a tunnel! So they're very excited about this idea that green beans will grow up and over between the gap. So we'll see if that actually happens or not. These are scarlet runner beans. They're another dried bean type thing. I've never actually eaten them before. My mom has always grown scarlet runner beans, but mainly for the flowers, because it gets like these really beautiful red flowers on them, and it's really pretty to grow over arches and stuff for the summer. But I'm gonna try and grow them, to dry them, to eat them. We will see. And I've got a whole bunch of sunflowers. I have the same issue I had with the carrots. I have some areas where I apparently dropped in a few too many seeds. So I will thin that out and then just like move some of those sunflowers to other areas. Let's see. I planted some chamomile just like a couple days ago. So there's 2 stakes there marking those. Some cosmos. Some nice orange ones that I'm excited about. Various colored sweet peas. I've got some white ones that are like slightly like lavendery colored. They're mostly like white with just a slight tinge to them, and then some other pretty colored ones I ordered from Floret, and then just a random mix from the grocery store. We've got my tomato plants. So this variety of tomatoes is probably the only variety of tomatoes that I've ever had in any garden that actually grow something. Like, because we have kind of a shorter season here in Washington, and by the time they're ready, it's raining already. So then the plants get light, and then the tomatoes, they don't ripen in time. So this variety, the Juliets, have been amazing. My parents have grown them the last 2 or 3 years, and they get copious amounts from just the 2 plants that they have. So I've planted 2 of mine. I think my parents also have 2, and I don't know if my sister grew some or not. So we're all gonna have a mass amount of tomatoes, which I'm okay with. Some nasturtiums, which I have actually spread throughout all of the beds, just for, you know, pops of color. In here I have some more rows of basil that have not come up yet. There's a row of spinach that has not come up yet. And then I have my snow peas, which I'm really excited about. I've never grown snow peas. I'm gonna probably plant another batch of snow peas, like along here. So I have like a rotating crop of them. But yeah, and then my blueberry bushes are doing really good. And my apple tree's got blooms on them. That's a... what is that one? That one's a Fuji, and then that apple tree over there is a Honeycrisp. So they're like cross pollinators or whatever. You need both of them for them to produce. So yeah, my wisteria's over there blooming. You can't really see it super well. But yeah, there's my garden. I'm really excited about it. I wanted to kind of document it to kind of compare, I guess, future years and past years and stuff. It's probably my best garden thus far that I've ever done. We'll see what it produces though. 17th. It's May. It is spring still. We already have smoke. Canada has a bunch of wildfires, which really sucks because they struggled so much with wildfires last year. We struggled so much with wildfires last year, and the fact that it's already started in May really sucks. May 20th, Saturday in May. I went horseback riding today, which was a lot of fun. I went with a friend. I went last month too. She took me with her, which was really great. She has a really fabulous mare. I've ridden a lot of horses over the years, and I've oftentimes when riding with other people have gotten to ride their problem horses because I used to want to become a horse trainer. So I would get put on those horses because, hey, you can ride them and work on this. Oh, ride this horse and work on this. So yeah, I rode a lot of interesting horses, to say the least. So to ride this mare has been an absolute delight. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And the place we rode at, known as the Tree Farm here in Western Washington, is probably one of the best places you could possibly ride horses. It is absolutely beautiful. The trails are well kept. So yeah, it's really enjoyable. Oops, I messed up back. Let's not do that again. I last night knit most of the front triangle, and then realized when hitting the next part that I needed to start work on that I had screwed up, so I had to rip it all back. That's fine. It's fine.
Mom,
what
are you doing out here?
I'm sitting and knitting. What are you doing? He just takes off. Little turkey butt. I'm impressed, everybody.
Oh, crap.
This man right here.
Go away!
This man is terrified of heat and cooking, but here he is. He is making us ribs. Everybody applaud the man. Yay!
How are you gonna thank me?
Wow. That fully depends on how it actually tastes. we're in my messy laundry room today. There's a storage shelf with all the mess, and then in front of me is a counter with all the mess. This is kind of our catch-all area. I'm sure everybody has one of those. Ours is the laundry room. Eventually this should hopefully be a bathroom / laundry room. And eventually I won't have to stick things like my sewing machine out here to work, because then also I have painting stuff and resin stuff out on my dining room table, and I can have an office that's out that direction. A whole nother room. But the world is expensive. Yeah, because of inflation, and well, we don't have enough money to make up for that, so I work out of the laundry room and my dining room for now, and my hallway, also my hallway. That's the shipping station. So yeah, I'm sewing today, which was not really my plan. My plan was to make tamales. My friend was gonna come over. She comes over once a year, a couple times a year, and we make really good authentic tamales. We were going to do pork and vegetable this time. Yeah, oh, so good. And it usually takes us all day, so that was literally what I was going to do. I guess when she went to Mexico to go visit her family, she said it took them like a couple of hours at most. I think she said it was an hour and a half or something like that. Something ridiculous, short amount of time. And I was like, what the heck? She's like, we had so many people making tamales. I was like, that's why. It's always just the two of us. 3 of us last time my sister joined us as well. But yeah, it was going to be the 2 of us. And it was going to be all day. But she sent me a message saying her little one had a sore throat and asked if that was okay. And normally that's okay with me. I don't really care. Like, sore throat's not a big deal. But because of my mom having like a weekend immune because of the chemo, if we get sick, we can't go over my mom. So I was like, if we can avoid that. When we know there are people sick, we like to try to avoid that. And plus I was also going to have my sister's kiddos who will be here in a half an hour. So yeah, I was like, probably a good idea if we skip. So hopefully next week, fingers crossed, we'll be able to do that. So instead, I'm sewing project bags for a mini restock that I planned for Friday that I forgot about. That's where we're at, people. So yeah, I just got done sewing the ends of these little guys, and now they all need to get put onto bags. And then I need to sew handles with little metal clippy things, whatever you want to call them. The word is flown from my brain. Yeah. And then I need to sand and coat the tops of resin mushrooms. And I need to work on a painting for a logo for my friend's Airbnb. And I need to edit baby photos of a friend's baby and work on a custom design for somebody. And my nephews are coming over. Is it all going to happen today? No. Would I like it all to happen today? Yes. But I'm trying to be realistic so that way I don't get irritated with myself later. Drinking all the caffeine to keep myself motivated. Which, I mean, it's only 9:30 and I feel like I've gotten a decent amount done today. In my brain. Not physically. In my brain I've gotten a lot of things done. So instead of procrastinating and continuing to talk to you, I'm gonna get to it. Wait, what?
But grandma, but we don't have beach toys.
No, Grandma brings the beach toys.
Oh,
But we're not going to the beach for like another couple months.
are we going today?
No, couple months.
Oh.
Oh, okay, bye.
Stop taking a picture.
I'm not taking a picture.
It's always sunny where you are from. I know. It's no wonder you're so bright, and you should. I'll take you away to where the sun shines. So bright, you can
legit have a problem. I went to the store and found another hydrangea. So I'm going to remove a peony to plant the hydrangea because I like the hydrangea more. And the peony doesn't bloom up here because there's not enough sun. So, yeah. It is May 29th. And I think I'm just going to wrap up May today with a few little recappy things. Yeah. I stayed up way too late last night and then didn't get any sleep. And my hair, I just took a shower and blow dried my hair and it's being wonky and I have no makeup on, but that's okay. I am currently drinking some mushroom tea. I got this blend called Sacred 7. I don't know if that's gonna focus on that or not. There we go. My sister was telling me about it's got like chaga. I don't have my glasses on. I'm not gonna be able to read. I'm not gonna try. It's really tiny writing. But yeah, I can, if you're interested, put a comment below and I'll show the link with it. But just look up Sacred 7 on Amazon. So it's got like a bunch of really amazing mushrooms in it. I looked up each individual mushroom because I'm a paranoid person. I looked at the pros and cons to each one. And basically it's all good news. So I am going to drink a cup of this. I'm going to start with today. It's not actually horrible. I was expecting, like, I've had a sip of my sister's before. I remembered it being worse when I had it with her. But it actually is not that bad. I've had a lot of really gross teas before, though, too. So this is not terrible. Just very earthy. It doesn't have a ton of flavor. You can add it to things, smoothies, or, you know, I probably could have added it to my other tea, but I didn't want to taint my other tea. I figured I'd start with this and then drink my caffeine. So, but yeah. Yesterday, did a lot of knitting on my home camisole. I've set my Remy aside for now because my hand has been hurting a lot. And the small needles and all the purling with that ribbing is really bugging me. So we've been working on this because it's got slightly larger needles and it's just stockinette and the yarn is thicker, so it's going quicker. So yeah, but I did from here to here yesterday. From this stitch marker to this one I did in the morning, and then from this on I did in the afternoon and evening. Josh and I watched the first Creed movie, which was good. Enjoyed that. I haven't seen the Rocky movies, which my husband's like, you gotta watch those. So I was like, let's just start with these first, because yeah, I struggle with the older movies like that. So I was like, if we start with the new ones and I'm interested, then we can go back and watch the other ones. And it was good. I don't understand boxing though. It's not really my jam, and I don't get why people do it. Seems stupid to me. But like, let's go in a ring and beat each other to a pulp. Yes, great idea. But good movie. Anyways, yeah, so did a lot of knitting on this yesterday. Probably won't knit on it as much today because I've got work to do. I have orders I need to package and stuff. Resin I need to pour, and I've got a long to-do list for this week, so looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to June, guys. I'm ready for May to be over. May was kind of a sucky month. Yeah. It was a little less than fun. But maybe the rest of the summer will be okay. I want the sun to come back. It's gone cloudy, and it like the sun comes back in the evening, which is annoying because I like to get things done in the morning and the sun motivates me. It's 10 o'clock and I just took a shower and I'm getting ready for the day. I mean, part of that's because I didn't sleep last night because the cat kept waking me up. I'm gonna have to figure out something with that because I'm getting no sleep. It's like having a baby again. Yeah, so I need to figure that out. But I didn't get out of bed until 8:30, 8:45, and that's late for me. I've been getting up at like 7:15, 7:30, which is a good time because I get a lot of things done. So here we are, not getting things done today. I mean, it's a holiday, so I could just use that as an excuse. It's Memorial Day. I don't need to work. But yeah, I also wanted to give an update on my mom. She's doing good. She's been going through the chemo. Thank you for anybody who commented on my last video. Thanks for all your prayers and well wishes for her. That's very sweet. Yeah, she's going through chemo. She oddly has lost only a portion of her hair. She still has her eyebrows and her eyelashes, which she's thrilled about, which I'm thrilled for her. Like, that's pretty awesome. And then she's dealing with a lot of body pain on, like, she does chemo on Mondays, and then Thursdays and Fridays are usually her bad days. A lot of body pain, and she's got like some restless leg syndrome and just a lot of fatigue. So, but praise God, she's not dealing with any of the nausea and vomiting as of right now, which is amazing because that's a huge thing. Like, even watching a movie with somebody going through chemo and like them depicting the person just getting so sick, and I'm like, oh, that would be the worst. So yeah, it's a good thing she's not experiencing any of that. So, but yeah, she still uses lots of your prayers and stuff, and she's doing good though. Good feelings around it. So anyways, I'm gonna tackle a little bit of cleaning, so that way I can pour some resin, I think, and then beg my husband to print shipping labels for me, because I hate doing that job. If I give it to him, he can do that, and I can lay out all my stuff to package orders. Hopefully he'll go for that. So yeah, thank you guys for coming along for these lifestyle vlogs. And we will see you next month. Hopefully the month of May doesn't get uploaded in the middle of June like April's was uploaded in the middle of May. That's fine. It doesn't matter. As long as I get them up, I'll be happy, because it doesn't matter for me, because I can go back and watch them at any point in time. That's the whole reason I'm doing it. But anyways, I'm gonna get to it, guys.